Hey everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail with all the necessary and appropriate backlash. On one side of the table, we have Chump Slap.
I wake up, I'll hit the cobblestones, I'll say, hey Jim, can I borrow a Fortnite? And my lorry's itching, and didgeridoo in London and all that.
On the other side of the table is Dr. Syintist.
I've broken every single bone in my hand. I cannot bowl. Listen to me. Listen. There's nothing solid left in there. It's bloody soup and bone broth. All right, now, I need to scream, and I need you to find me somewhere to scream so I don't have to do it here. No, wait a minute. I'm going to scream here and now because I can't hold it in. So here we go.
My name is Poppascotch, and as I always say, how the hell did you get the beans above the frank? Welcome to Plotty Time.
40 eggs?
That's a big fucking pile of garbage.
I'm the farting demon in this relationship.
I'd be an awesome rich person.
You're both just an embarrassment.
God, I'm awesome.
We're talking Tom Hanks and his vehicle.
Yeah, I had my finger in my mouth waiting for you to finish.
You gotta get 4 balls or something.
Dick piercing?
No, you know damn well I'm fucking that demon. It's still sexy.
How could that be close and not be
Yeah,
right?
I'll kill some random dude.
If you want cheese, you get a milk.
You're waiting for Pete.
No, I can hate on it. It sucked. Boners.
Hey everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode of Plotty Time, sponsored by whiskey drinks. They're fun, right?
And
Yeah.
vodka drinks.
And gin
Vodka
drinks.
And lager drinks.
Oh, I see where you're
Let's sing a song that reminds us of the good times.
Let's sing a song to remind us of the better times.
Danny boy. Danny boy.
Daddy boy. All right,
All right.
that's enough of that. I watched The Batman again, and I like it.
I put it on the other day, but I felt I passed out.
Which one?
The Batman.
I don't remember which one that is.
It's the newest one with it's like a
Oh, Ben Affleck?
noir.
No, Robert Pattinson. That one.
Oh, yeah, that one's not bad.
It's long.
I liked it.
Yeah.
It's very goth.
Yeah.
It's
very
super
goth.
goth. It's super, super goth.
Yeah, I thought it was good when I watched it, but yeah.
Which is funny because I saw a gothy movie.
Really?
Yeah, 30 Days of Night.
That's goth.
It's pretty bad.
It's goth as fuck.
I like 30 Days a Night.
Really?
I didn't think it was perfect, but I
think
liked
it's
it
just
enough.
terrible. I can't believe I
What
made
do
it
you
through the
hate
whole
about
thing.
it? The concept's great.
Yeah, that's the one with the vampires in Alaska or
Yeah,
whatever.
but I don't get what their plan was. Just to eat people and leave?
Well, they
I
have
think so.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
They can enjoy 30 days just out there.
Just killing people for nothing? It's pointless.
Maybe they hibernate after that.
Then what are they?
Vampires.
I don't know. I was just confused on what they were and what their goals were. Because their goal just seemed to be killing people for fun.
Well-
and then eliminating all the food they have in Alaska.
It's kind of like Blade. They kill people for fun in that.
Yeah, but they're in a population center. There's nowhere other food around for them here.
Yeah, did they
Where do they go? Did they hide in the
did they do
Arctic?
this before?
Obviously not, because the guy's like, I'm glad we thought of this.
Well, maybe they just go around. No, I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't seen it in forever. I couldn't tell you.
And
I
then
liked
the
it.
only way he can do it is if he makes himself a vampire. Come on.
I'd sign
only
up
way-
to be a vampire.
Yeah, but then he's so powerful, he makes himself a vampire. He kills the other lead vampire. And then he's like, I'm not going to go after those vampires that came with him. I'm just going to die.
Well, if he kills the lead vampire, wouldn't he go back to normal? From what I understand of vampire lore.
This isn't that vampire lore.
Oh.
Because he dies in the sunset.
Well, yeah, the movie's stupid then.
Okay. All right. We brought him right back around to stupid. All right.
I saw a pretty stupid movie, dude.
Oh, yeah?
You guys ever see Premonition with Sandra Bullock?
Oh, I did.
Where
I
her
remember
husband
hating it,
dies?
but this was so long ago.
It's been a minute.
And then she wakes up and it's like she just lives the week of her husband's death and out of order.
Yeah.
I mean, it started off pretty promisingly, but the whole thing is she wakes up, she doesn't know what day it is. It's like the internet was around.
I mean, I never remember what day it is when I wake up.
Look at your phone.
If my alarm goes off, it's a work day. That's all I know.
Isn't this the one with Julian McMahon as her husband, the guy from Nip Tuck, who's in the movie for
Yes.
3 minutes?
No, he's in it a lot because he's
Is he?
alive through half the movie because she wakes up he dies on Wednesday. She wakes up on a Tuesday and he's still alive after she went through all the grief.
Oh, so
I
she's
don't
just
remember.
living the week out of order.
Yeah.
But there was a conversation about this huge life insurance policy he took out on himself right before he died.
Yeah, because I think he's living his week out of order too, but they don't let you know that.
Oh, is that
Oh, yeah. I do remember that kind of.
Yeah. Because then he could cheat on his wife. That was the whole idea, the whole plan, and then he just doesn't at the end.
Huh.
And he ends up having a kid with her. She has the kid while he's dead.
It's probably the best Sandra Bullock film.
No, it's Demolition Man, dude.
The Net.
Speed.
The Net. I haven't seen The Net in a minute. I remember her ordering pizza off the internet, and I was like, fucking whoa.
Oh, it holds up. It holds
Maybe
up.
someday, bro. Maybe someday.
Oh, she was in Bullet Train.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I
don't know.
forgot about that. I just rewatched that too.
It's such a
On
good
a plane,
movie.
yeah.
It's such a snatchy movie, you know.
Gravity's not bad.
Oh, Gravity's really, I thought that was really good.
Man, maybe she's in a lot more good movies than I thought.
Yeah, she's a good
She's
actor.
out here. She's working. I mean,
Yeah.
The Blind Side was embarrassing for everybody, but other than that,
Yeah.
Now, maybe that's about the extent of it.
Yeah. She's, I don't know. But yeah, I don't, it's not a good movie. I did see one.
I saw a good movie.
Oh.
I saw a movie that was really fucking good.
Oh, yeah?
Across the Spider-Verse, the second one.
Oh, it's fucking amazing, isn't it?
It is so good.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
They are so good. The Across the Spider-Verse. I forget which one. Which is the
Into
second
the
one? I don't
Into the
remember.
Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider-Verse. It was great. Really
Chump Slap,
great.
Don't watch it
saw
until the
the
next
first one.
one comes out.
I probably won't watch it at all.
You
but
should. It's pretty good.
I did see the first one. Maybe I'll give it a watch. Was Nick Cage in this one?
No.
No.
Well, get the fuck out of here.
It was kind of a bummer too because they went to essentially the Council of Ricks, but for Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
And he wasn't in. I think he might have been in the background, but he wasn't. Didn't have any lines.
That's a bummer.
I like the dad, Peter Parker. That was from the first one.
Yeah, he was good.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But no, it's I can't wait to the next one.
All right. Interesting.
Yeah. I also watched Popcorn. I don't know if you guys saw that one.
That's that
Like
old.
it's the one from the 80s.
Is
But
it an anthology?
no, it's like it's more in the vein of like Prom Night or like New Year's Eve.
Okay.
Oh, man, it's from 91. It was a movie that
91.
I remember seeing the poster in the movie store at Terry's Music Explosion, and I remember seeing the VHS there. Like,
yeah. It's like a skull or a fleshy face with popcorn, right?
you're close. It's like a skeleton that has a mask on the stick, and
Oh,
it's
right,
a human
right.
person's face. But it was like a slasher movie in a single location, but it took place at a horror movie marathon, so it was a little up its own ass.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've seen that.
I don't think it was fun enough to be like a recommendation. It was fine, but there's way better movies like this.
Right.
But I'm glad I got to see it because it was the first, because I remember seeing the VHS for years and being too scared to rent it because I was a child. And I finally, I saw it like going through AMC Plus or whatever.
Nice.
I was like, I'm going to watch it. And I
Yeah.
watched it. I'm like, that was kind of lame,
Oh,
but it was fine.
And I was watching on Netflix. I think it is. There's a show called Three Body Problem.
three body problem.
I've heard of it.
It's Three Body Problem is a physics problem that has to do with the show, but not too much. But it's this thing where like apparently it has Wong in it from Doctor Strange, the guy who plays Benedict Wong.
It doesn't. Yeah. Oh.
I know who you're talking about. He's in a lot of stuff. He's always like a character actor.
Yeah, he's a detective in this one. But it's all these like famous scientists are killing themselves, and you go like the first episode starts happening, and then this one woman who's a big scientist in the time starts seeing a countdown in her vision, like so many hours, so many days, so many
Okay.
minutes.
Sure.
And she eventually figures out why. I don't want to tell you, but
Yeah.
and like then there's also who the fuck's in it? Sam from Game of Thrones, Samwell.
Never seen it.
Chump or Poppascotch has
Yeah.
the big guy that's friends with Jon Snow. He's in it too.
Oh, that guy. Yeah. No, I know who you're talking about. I don't know his real name, but I
Him
get it.
and another person come across like this virtual reality headset, and it puts them in this game where they're trying to stop these civilizations from dying.
Okay.
And apparently there's other people playing the game too, and it's a contest to see who can get through these levels and figure it all out on how they can save people.
All right.
I'm only halfway through it, but I like where it's going. It's getting very sci-fi and interesting.
Neat.
I've heard about it, and I've heard people talking about it on Netflix, and they seem to have very positive things. I think I'll get to it eventually, but you gotta let me know how it is.
All right. Well, I'll probably finish it by next week.
Did you guys hear about this movie called Boiling Point?
No.
No, I have not.
It's pretty neat. It's the guy from Snatch, Tommy.
Okay.
I can't think of his real name, but he's a major chef, owns a restaurant, and it's just shot one take, real time. It's an hour and 20 minutes of this guy's life in a restaurant. It's crazy. It's literally one take, like not fucking like Birdman where it was spliced together.
Yeah, where they like have cuts where they hide it and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
No, it's pretty neat. I figured you'd like to see it, Scotch, because
It's very technical.
Yeah.
I remember seeing. Have you guys? You probably haven't seen Russian Ark.
No.
No, it's a movie from I think the early 2000s, but it's all one take, and it was the first movie to do that. And it was going through this famous Russian concert hall, but as the camera swept through the place, like it was going through different time periods, and it was kind of more like a dream, like you were floating
neat.
through the history of this place. And I was like, this was a great reason to use that gimmick. And they said it took them like 3 months of rehearsal.
Yeah, I can only imagine how much they tried to rehearse.
Did you ever see the movie Climax?
No, I've heard of it.
Well, it's not, the entire movie's not shot like that way, but the first like 20 minutes is shot as one shot, and it's like a dance troupe, and they're practicing their last dance, and it kind of goes in and out of that as they're doing it and stuff like that. It's kind of interesting to watch. It's a good movie too. It's not good, but entertaining.
Yeah, this one's not bad. I mean, like it just goes like, because it's in a kitchen or the restaurant, so it could go from like the waitress to the cook.
And follows them around.
Yeah, it's really neat.
That's pretty cool. That's interesting. Because I remember originally learning the OG one, shout out to, Alfred Hitchcock, Touch of Evil.
Right.
But that was back when films were shot with like a single reel of like 35 mil film, which only lasted 8 minutes. Like that's as long as they made them.
Yeah.
So he did this amazing crane shot, which went through like all these different people and had all these lines. And it's like they started shooting the second they rolled film and stopped the second before it ran out.
That's neat.
It's very technically impressive. But there's your film history for the day, because that's what we're here for. I saw a movie that was good. It was called Kate. Did you guys watch that?
Kate.
Yeah, it's with Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Yeah.
Scott Pilgrim. Remember her?
Yeah, yeah.
I think I've seen it. Or did Chump Slap talk about it?
She plays an assassin in Japan.
No, I definitely.
Oh, maybe you talked about it already, Poppascotch.
I don't
think so.
I remember.
No, I
about
didn't
this.
see this. I think I talked about Gunpowder Milkshake, which might be similar. But this one is Mary Elizabeth Winstead. She is an assassin. Her handler is Woody Harrelson.
Maybe.
Oh, I did see this.
Oh, Woody Harrelson's in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen this. Yeah.
Yeah, this looks fun. I've watched the shit out of
From what
that.
I remember.
It was fun. It was very much in like the John Wick style. Like, I don't want to spoil too much, but something happens to her and she has to get a job done in 24 hours. And it's just...
Apparently I gave it 4 stars on IMDb, so it wasn't that great.
Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes gives it 46%.
I thought it was good. I liked it. The action scenes were great, but I think people are just suffering from a little bit of that John Wick style fatigue right now.
Yeah. Kind of looks
But
like
she did great.
Guns Akimbo or something.
Yeah, sort of like Gun Fu type fighting style. And there are a lot of stabbings. Like grabbing whatever's around and stabbing someone to death with it. There's a lot of that. It's very gnarly.
Oh, that sounds cool. Fucking. I'll check it out.
But I like that. I went and the other thing that I thought about that was pretty gnarly that Chump Slap mentioned previously, the Fallout TV show. I did not expect to be that gnarly.
Dude, yeah. You were saying you were looking forward to it. I was not disappointed.
We don't have to get too deep into it.
I watched
Dr.
the first
Syintist,
10 minutes.
Yeah? What'd you think? Okay.
I mean, they nailed the look.
Yeah.
Like, it looks amazing.
It's just references too. Like,
yeah,
so much shit. You're like, oh my God, that's
I get
the junk jet. And oh, he's doing jet right now and shit like that.
Oh, they're watching Grognak on the TV from the comic books we found in 4.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of shout outs to 3 I wasn't expecting, but apparently
there's shout outs to everyone.
The guy that made it, Jonathan Nolan, who also did Westworld, he was a huge fan of 3. So there's a lot of 3 references.
So was I.
I mean, yeah, I'll watch the rest of it, but
I didn't like how she's looking for her dad.
Oh, I didn't even get that far.
Oh, it bothered the piss out of me.
It kind of bothered me. It started with never mind. I'm not gonna.
What it start?
It's gonna ruin it for anybody who watches it.
Well,
so
if it's the first 10 minutes.
It's basically rape, but
yes,
that's what it kind of bothered me. I was like, oh, whatever. They had to like get that far. Like, why didn't they just? Never mind.
No, I know what you're saying.
It was unnecessarily in there.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay.
No, I see what you're saying.
It's not going to make me stop watching it, but I was like, all right, I don't feel like watching this right now.
That's fair. That's like the only part like that, though.
That's why I kind of felt it was unnecessary because it's Fallout. You could have just done anything else. But
yeah,
whatever.
It didn't need to do that. Yeah, you're right.
Well, there's also the dude that fucked chickens. Don't forget about that guy.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I mean, the show's weird. Like, there are fucking weirdo moments and weirdo people in this show, which I thought was very much the brand
Dude, yeah, I like John Daly's character, the snake oil salesman.
I've only seen the first 5. I still need 3 more to watch.
Oh, he's in it. You just don't know it's him, I think.
Oh, okay. I really like Goggins and his whole thing.
Yeah, Goggins is just great, whatever he does.
I mean, yeah, he's amazing and all that. Lucy's story and Maximus's story, without getting into spoiler country, I want to see where it goes, because this doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't feel like Fallout, but it absolutely feels like Fallout.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. It felt like if it was a game.
But I need to finish it before I come up with my full thoughts about it, but I didn't get this, when I play a Fallout game, I'm in a certain mindset and I get a certain vibe from everything, but it all revolves around the fact that I'm the character doing everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's my experience with Fallout, and when I give that control to these characters that are in a narrative, it's different.
How it
and
just
that's not bad.
It jumps to different narratives too.
Yeah, it's a different way of experiencing the Fallout universe that I'm not used to, and I just think I need to finish it and think about it a little bit.
Yeah,
but so far I like it. I like it. I'm into it.
Yeah, it was good.
You guys can talk about that later, I guess.
Yeah, okay, yeah. We'll make sure everyone sees it. We'll talk about it. Don't want to ruin it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what did I play, did you ask?
I did. What did you play this week?
I was actually wondering.
I started this game called Mato Anomalies.
Mato?
M-A-T-O.
Like tomato.
Maybe it's motto.
Okay. Well, yeah.
You're supposed to say tomato.
All right. Yeah, fair enough.
No, it's set in this cyberpunk kind of world, and it's kind of like a mix of Persona and there's a card game aspect to it that's a little bit of there, because you play as a guy whose name is Doe.
Okay. Nice.
And you go around the world and investigating things for people. You're kind of like a private eye kind of person.
All right.
But then there are these kind of you two have never played Persona, so it's hard to explain.
Nope.
But there's worlds that are adjacent to this one that the other people in your crew go to and fight spirits and stuff.
Okay.
When people get taken over by evil spirits, you can go there and get rid of that evil spirit. Almost like in the Mindscape kind of thing. And in doing that, I don't know if it's good, but it makes me want to play it to see where it's going. And I kind of like they did a great thing in it, because I remember a couple of weeks ago I talked about how the combat was drawn out in the one game and it made me stop.
Yeah.
This one, the combat can be repetitive, so they have it so you can just set it on auto and it goes through it in 10 seconds for you.
All right.
And you just beat the enemies and get the experience and go.
Right.
So it's not
interesting.
bad. I've started it. I think I'm about halfway through a couple of chapters, maybe chapter 4.
Interesting.
But
so you said it was like a card game or something?
well, when you play
Like
as
a deck
yourself in the
builder?
real world, you don't have any fighting skills. No, but you have these card decks you can choose from, and you have the ability to go inside people's minds and try and figure out things from them. It's called mind hacking in the game.
All right.
But if they won't
Like
tell you something,
Psychonauts.
sort of.
Kind of.
They won't tell you something. But that's kind of that's a good example for the world the other people can go into, the Psychonauts world.
Well, I played a card game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I played Inscription.
Oh, how was it?
I dug it for the first day and a half, 2 days.
Okay.
But then the idea of the roguelike bothered the piss out of me. When you play it for half an hour, you get to I get to this one boss and he fucking kills me. And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, that's what
And you got to
happens.
start it over again. So I can only play 1 or 2 times at a time.
Yeah, it's kind of how every deck building roguelike is like that.
Yeah. And I don't like roguelikes.
Well then.
Did you ever play Slay the Spire or something?
No.
Oh,
I mean, played Rogue Legacy and shit like that, but
deck building
deck
ones are,
buildings aren't, that's not a thing.
it's a fine line you have to run to make a good one like that.
Yeah, the story's neat. It's just weird as hell, which is cool, but I don't know. We'll see where it goes.
Are deck builders having their heyday? Because you guys are always talking about I need to find another one.
Well, I kind of like them because I could, like Chump Slap said, I could play one and then get sick of it and go back the next day and play another one.
Plus, you get your magic fix a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Do they all have
And it's also not attention intensive.
right.
So you can pause and walk away and do something. And
Or you
come
can
back.
I could be
watch
watching
something.
something on TV and turn around and look at it and not miss something happening to me.
That's true.
Gotcha. That makes sense. That's what I do with chill. I mean, that's why I play it so much, probably,
That's probably why. Yeah.
and the addiction part. But other than that,
Do you play anything though this week?
just more Fallout, just more mods, more Falling Out.
Any cool
more,
mods yet, or same ones?
Same old shit.
No, same ones. I just did the mission with the mechanist.
Oh yeah, we get his armor or the other person's armor.
Yeah, one of Ada's missions, one of your
Yeah.
companions.
Cool.
I mean, I'm just kind of walking around doing my thing. The only thing holding me back right now is the fact that I can't make all the mods to stuff I want to do because I misallocated my perk points.
Oh,
Can you
yeah.
respec them? I don't remember.
In Fallout 3, you couldn't.
I don't think you can.
I mean,
Yeah, be
there's
careful
a
when you pick 'em.
mod.
Yeah.
Well, there's a mod out right now that's just pick and choose, and it just gives you all the perk points to fill out everything right away.
Surprised you didn't do
Which
that.
You might do
I
it
mean,
now.
I might. So, I might at some point, but I feel like that's too. It'd make me way, way, way too overpowered.
Well, by the time you get near the end of those games anyway, you're way, 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 way
Yeah.
too overpowered.
Are you at max level already?
No, I don't know what max level is after the DLC. It was 50.
Yeah, so you could still perk up to where you need
What's
to be.
50 in Fallout? I only played, I remember 3, it was 20, and I don't remember of New Vegas what it was.
Oh, Fallout 4 does not have a level cap. However, the game crashes upon leveling past 65,536. That's
Amazing.
awesome. So there's
Why
only
would you
one
ever
octet.
need to do that?
Fallout 76 is 32,767. However, additional special points cease to be received after level 50, capping a player character's total number of special points at 56.
Yes, I remember that.
Did you actually get that far?
Probably not. They probably upped the
Well,
cap after
and
DLCs and shit.
Fallout 3, it was 20, but after the Brotherhood of Steel DLC, I think it was 30.
Yeah.
But by the time you got to like 17, your stuff just from your leveling and the perks you got made you almost unstoppable by then. And you're just taking perks for the fuck of it after that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm mostly unstoppable now. It's just I'm waiting for perk. Like there's the big thing you don't understand, Dr. Syintist, is all the settlement building and all the stuff that comes with that.
Oh, that fucking sucked.
Like setting up supply lines in between your places and doing all that. I mean, I like building a settlement. I don't like the fact that I have to be responsible for like 10 of them. Like
Yeah.
9 of them I just leave alone and never touch.
Yeah, exactly.
But whatever. I mean, I'm still playing it. I'm still having fun exploring. I'm still stumbling into missions I completely forgot about, like the
Yeah.
Silver Shroud stuff. Those are all fun.
Oh yeah, nice.
But yeah, that's all I really played.
Cool.
Did you get anything in there, Sir Chump Slap? Did you talk about it already? I don't
yeah,
think you did.
Inscription, right?
Oh, you did talk about it already. That shows how much I'm paying attention.
That's cool, man. We could talk about like some shit that's going on outside of us.
Yeah. Is there some news in the world?
I saw news that bummed me out, and then I did a 180. There was news that came out this week that EA canceled the plans for a Dead Space 2 remake.
Okay.
All right.
So the news came out that they heard that they're not going to make a Dead Space 2 because the Dead Space 1 remake, which highly recommend here, everyone should play it. If you want to get back to the Dead Space world or you just love space horror, you should play it. It's amazing.
Right.
And then later, EA had denied the report, and they came out and said there's absolutely no truth to that.
There's no truth to us not making a second one.
They said, no, we don't normally, this is the quote from EA, we don't normally comment on rumors, but there is no validity to this story.
So they are?
I don't
I'm
know. That's the
confused.
thing too. It's like they put out this thing that says that is absolutely not true. Are they just mad that it got out, or are they they're just saying like this is bullshit?
Yeah, they're like, we
Or-
never even planned to make a second one. What are you talking about?
Yeah, or are they halfway through it and being like, you're fucking ridiculous. There's no way we're not doing that. I don't
Yeah.
understand what it means. But I still have hope for the Dead Space 2 remake. I
Yeah.
mean, I feel like if you spent all the time redoing the engine for the first game, you've already done 25% of the work.
Yeah, they should. Yeah, it should be able to just.
I'm not saying it's easy to just completely remake a game, but
Yeah, I
you've
don't know
already
how
done the first
yeah.
one.
I don't know the first thing, so
But I hope they do. I hope they make another remake. And I'm really glad that I'm not playing Warzone or anything Modern Warfare 3 right now, because apparently they came out with this King Kong glove.
what?
Did you hear about that? It's a melee weapon called the
No.
King Kong glove. The only way to get it is to have bought 4 specific map. I don't know if they're map packs or just like DLC packs or whatever they are. But you had to buy a certain 4, which cost $20 each.
Yeah, fuck out of here, dude.
It's called the Beast glove. The BEAST glove was recently added to Call of Duty, and it was like to promote Godzilla X Kong New Empire.
Oh yeah, that metal glove he has. Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like the Godzilla fist. But people are like, we spent $80 to get this thing and it sucks. Like, it doesn't do anything special. It's just a melee weapon.
Yeah, melee weapons are one-hit kills in Call of Duty most of the time anyway.
But you still got to get next to them.
Yeah, well, it's not like the glove fucking shoots off your hand, does it?
Well, no, it doesn't do that, or it doesn't like ragdoll. People are like, at least it should ragdoll someone if you get an exact hit. But No, you had to buy the 4 DLC packs that come with their own cosmetics and their own weapons. And then after you spent the $80 on those, then you get this glove. And everyone's like, this is stupid anyway. Why? Why bother?
Well, at least they're getting to the point where they're figuring out it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, well, fucking finally, right?
Yeah. Idiots.
I just thought that was crazy that they had this special edition glove you could, and that, like I said, you can't unlock this normally. There's no way to get this other than buying the pack.
Yeah, well, then you know who the suckers are.
Yeah, not me. I'll tell you that. I never bought Modern Warfare 3. I thought about it twice, real hard. Didn't do it.
I'm proud of you.
Man, it was, thank God Fallout 4 came back into my life. Otherwise,
Yeah, that helps.
could have been some weak moments there. But yeah, we also got some story about a NFT Bitcoin handheld, which I'm sure Dr. Syintist is going to pick up day one. It's only $500.
Oh.
What does he do?
Ordz Games, ORDZ Games, has revealed a new retro-inspired handheld gaming console that will allegedly let players earn Bitcoin while playing games that are connected to the larger blockchain network.
Oh, so it's a scam.
Oh, I'll earn
think it's a
Bitcoins
scam.
for free. Well, $500, I guess. Damn, you got me.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I don't understand what this does. So does it use computing power while you have the device online to like process Bitcoin?
Probably. It's probably fishing for data too.
Yeah, but if it's
I feel like if they're going to give me any kind of Bitcoin, then they're making a lot more than that off whatever I'm doing.
Obviously, yeah. It's probably got so much more computing power that they just use behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
And then they give you a pittance of whatever you mine for them.
Interesting.
We should have thought of that.
We should have, but it was making news because it was $500 and all the other. There are other devices like this, other handhelds that are out there, but they all cost $60 to $100.
Oh, so it's more expensive.
Yeah.
So it's got to be better.
But the quote is, this
Yeah.
device is very deeply rooted inside of Bitcoin, said the person behind the device, entrepreneur Z3th.
Oh, yeah.
So the whole design language, the naming is Bitcoin. It's all going to come with a 3D rendering of the physical device, which will be in an ordinal. What's an ordinal? Well, here's how GameBet News describes them. Ordinals are a way to create Bitcoin NFTs by attaching data such as images, videos, and more to an individual Satoshi, which is the smallest form of Bitcoin currency, on the base Bitcoin blockchain. Did you get that?
Yeah,
You're a
blockchain.
fucking idiot because you're not spending money to make more money. You're the dumb one.
Mm-hmm.
I
So
can't-
it's an MLM.
I think so. There was a dude in an elevator who I was recently, I don't know who this guy was. He's looking at his phone and he goes, oh, fuck yeah. Buy Bitcoin right now. And he's like in my face. He's like, buy Bitcoin. You do it now, you'll never have to pay for your kid's college. They'll pay for itself. And then he left the elevator. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's what he
Man.
does.
Yeah, he gets paid to do that.
Probably.
It was weird. He's just like, buy Bitcoin, buy it now. This Bitcoin shit's awesome. Later.
Can't believe
So does
that
he
was a
just ride the
real
elevator all
interaction
day?
you had.
It was pretty close. It was, I mean, I'm paraphrasing, but
Yeah.
it was pretty close.
Interesting.
Let's move on. How about it, guys?
Let's fucking do it.
All right, so the game we're going to talk about today is a game everybody knows, everybody loves. It's called The Getaway.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. You'd love it.
I don't remember if I played this. I really don't.
I didn't.
I definitely didn't.
It was released December 11th, 2002. Ooh. What games were
that a
popping up?
surprise?
No, it's just, it's
Just a
pretty
year
close
and
to-
2 months away.
yeah. But what games were popping off around this time? BMXXX was released on November 24th.
What? I'm
Do you
gonna have to
remember that
Google
game?
No.
No, it's called BMXXX. It was supposed to be like an attempt at an adult video game, but it was like the Tony Hawk style, but with BMX bikes, like a Dave Mirra style.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be just hot women that are topless riding these bikes, and at the last second they chickened out.
Oh, my God.
This is a real game. I'm not making this up.
Yeah. It looks terrible.
It was bad.
Sounds
And then
terrible.
also around that time, November 20th, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance came out, which I remember playing, as well as Metroid Prime came out right around there, and Medal of Honor Frontline was November
Man,
7th.
Metroid Prime came out?
Yeah,
I can't believe that was that long ago.
November 15th, 2002. I think I definitely played Deadly Alliance. I don't remember which one that was, though. And I know I definitely played Medal of Honor Frontline. Those were the big ones.
I know
Never
I
got my hands
definitely
on.
played BMXXX.
Didn't get my hands on that one.
It's probably expensive
Maybe I played
now.
a demo of it. I remember there being an article about it in PlayStation Magazine. whatever. We're getting in the weeds
Yeah.
here. Box office that week. I'm going to start with number 10, and then I'm going to jump to 5.
Oh, jeez.
6 through 9 don't matter. Number 10 was Friday After Next.
Oh shit!
That's why I put that on there. But then number 5, it's December 11th. So Santa Claus 2 was number 5.
The Santa Claus?
The
Tim
Santa
Allen?
Tim
Claus
Allen, dude,
2.
yeah.
Yes. The Tim Allen vehicle. And then number 4 is a movie called Empire, which I don't remember at all.
Something tells me no. I got nothing.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something.
I was trying to think of what his name was, but the guy from
It sounds familiar, but I think I'm thinking of a show.
Boardwalk Empire.
Maybe. Empire, 2002, John Leguizamo.
A successful South Bronx drug dealer turns his back on his roots and gives money to a Wall Street broker to invest for him.
Never saw it. But, dude, this is a 2000s cast. Peter Sarsgaard, Denise Richards, John Leguizamo. Isabella
Is
Rossellini.
this the movie where Fat Joe
Yup.
is sitting on a couch and he hits a button and a shotgun just flies into his hands?
Fat Joe is in it.
Yeah, he is in it. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, this was an action movie. This was a fun one. It is. It's in the trailer. Awesome.
I don't
Check
think
this
I've ever
movie
seen
out.
it.
No, 21 on Rotten Tomatoes. I gotta watch this now.
And then number 3, a little movie, an indie one. I barely remember this one. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Never heard of it.
I heard it was written by Nazis.
I know, right?
I was written
These
by
pieces
Turk.
of shit.
Same thing.
Number
tomato.
2 movie in the country, Analyze That, the sequel to Analyze This.
Jeez. Never saw that.
No, I didn't even. I maybe saw the first one.
I think I saw the first one.
Maybe it's a hard.
I know
maybe.
I saw the first. I don't think I saw the second. Maybe I did.
Definitely didn't see the second.
And then the number 1 movie, I know for a fact I saw this in theaters, Die Another Day, the James Bond film.
No,
No, never saw it.
not a big Bond fan.
I've seen them all at one point or the other, but I really don't remember some of the classic ones.
Oh, that's the one with Halle Berry and Rosamund Pike.
Yep.
Don't think I've ever seen it, though.
So that's what was popping off in the box office. But news around the world, December 9th, United Airlines, at the time, the second largest airline in the world, filed for bankruptcy.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Do
and
you
then
really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
December 13th, I thought this was fun to mention, but President George Bush announces a smallpox vaccination program for military personnel, as well as for civilian healthcare and emergency workers to protect against bioterrorism risks.
We didn't have a smallpox vax, or
Yeah,
I mean, it
we haven't
we
existed.
didn't needed it. Okay.
Yeah, we didn't need it, and it was starting to come back a little. And then he's like, "No, we're gonna stomp this shit out. Go get vaccinated."
That's when people
From a-
were
When they
all
listened about
From a
vaccine.
Republican president, and then I have here December 21st, a week later, President Bush receives his smallpox vaccine. So he was like, "Hey, this might still be a thing. Let's all just nip this in the bud. Let's all get vaccinated." Imagine that happening today.
Couldn't.
Can't with the internet, dude.
No,
Yeah, that's where all the truth is.
Yeah, man.
That's how they got to Bush.
look. If you watch enough YouTube videos, that's just as good as an 8-year college education.
8 year.
12, maybe if you watch enough. Like if you spend all night watching those videos, yeah, at least a doctorate.
I'll try.
It was released for PlayStation 2 by Team Soho and published by SCEA, Sony Computer Entertainment America. So first party game, action adventure, single player, open world shooter, and Chump Slap. I believe you're the one that picked it this week.
Sure did.
So how about you lead us into this game and tell us what it's all about?
All right, bear with me here. My notes are all over the fucking place.
Mm-hmm.
So, this game happens all in one day in London.
All in one day.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
Yeah.
it's 24 hours. Not even.
All right. I thought it was like weeks.
No. The game starts with these two cops, Frank Carter and Joe Fielding. They're watching a guy. They call him the Brow.
It's terrible. Makes me think of like a Dick Tracy enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I got too. Good point.
But they watch him walk into this gang hideout or whatever. And they follow him in there. And they end up arresting Jake Jolson, which he's a big guy's kid. Just that's all you need to know right now.
Mm-hmm.
And Joe gets shot, gets taken to the hospital. Blah, blah, blah. Cut to the Brow, Harry, and two other people. A woman, which we find her name later.
I refer to her as like just the woman.
Yasmin is her name.
Yasmin's her name?
Yeah.
It does come up, but it comes up so late. Like
Yeah,
we leave her
yeah,
here and don't come
exactly.
back to her for a while.
So there's these four people. They're watching a woman and they're there to kidnap a woman and her child. So they get out. They see her come out of the house. They go out. They grab them. The woman ends up getting shot, and they kidnap the kid.
Damn.
And just as they're kidnapping the kid and running away, the husband or boyfriend, I don't know if they're married.
Yeah, his husband. They're married.
Yeah.
Okay. Mark gets out of bed, gets out of the apartment just in time to see them take the child away and see his wife, Susan, die from a gunshot right there on the street in front of his apartment. But not before picking up the murder weapon and then putting it back down.
Yeah, he's got to do that.
That was not a good move. You'd think, this guy with his background.
Yeah, he can't go to the police about this because he's a bank robber. Former bank robber. He's
retired.
Yes, he's
He
become
got out.
better. Yeah, he's out of it. Now they're pulling him back in. You know how these stories go.
Yep, absolutely. Just like John Wick.
Yeah. So then we cut to Frank, who's going to interrogate this Jake Jolson guy. But the chief inspector, McCormick, he's on the case, and he's in Daddy Jolson's pocket. And he calls him up. He says, don't let him interrogate him, blah, blah, blah. Get him out of here.
I thought it was a very interesting dynamic that you had. I even wrote it in my notes that dichotomy between the renegade cop and the boss who's like, I've had it up to here with your ante. Like, I love to see that made it overseas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because at this point in America, it's a it's a stereotype. It's pastiche. It's been, made fun of to death of the cop who is a renegade with his captain yelling at him all the time. And I got tired of it. I wish they would have given us that reveal later that he was dirty.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty neat that you're like, oh, well, are all cops that are dicks like this dirty? You know what I mean? Makes you think. I mean, it really makes you wonder. But
Are we just watching The Shield again?
yeah.
At one point, I'm like, well, this guy's an asshole. Doesn't mean that, just because he's a cop, it doesn't mean one thing or the other. He's just an asshole acting like an asshole. And then I think to myself, well, why are all police detectives always assholes? Like, what's a positive police detective we've seen? The guy from Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Well, Dutch and The Shield.
I mean, they're all pretty much
I guess.
dicks, so
Psych.
I mean, lying is a part of their job.
Psych is probably
Anyway.
the best one.
And most realistic.
And he's a liar too. So
Yeah.
anyway. So where was I? Mark goes to chase the guys down who kidnapped his kid. He gets knocked out and tied up, and he's brought in front of Charlie Jolson, the head of the area mob, the father of this Jake Jolson who was arrested earlier.
All right, go ahead. No, it's just I'm putting this all together. This happens all in one day.
Yeah.
It's
wild, right?
The only part that, knowing that information, the only part that really clears up and makes sense is the fact that he could be so publicly wanted by the police and still be free. That's the only part that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Because it's only a day.
The rest of it's just even more ridiculous, but keep going. Yeah. Sorry.
So he's knocked out, brought in front of Charlie, and Charlie tells you, well, you're going to have to do some shit for me to get your fucking kid back, because that's what we do. We kidnap people and then we make them do stuff.
Yeah, this always works out in the end.
Yep. We're going to give you some missions. I don't know, like to go destroy a restaurant that belongs to a friend of yours, steal some heroin from a Chinese gang, shit like that.
So I have a question. Your character, not the cop, Mark Hammond, which gang was he a part of? Did he used to work with the Jolsons, or was he with the Soho, like the other gang? Because they make you go to Soho and destroy stuff, and he's like, that's my old friend.
Collins boys?
Is that who he was with before he retired?
Yeah, because he talks about a couple times going like these are his friends and he used to work with them.
Yeah. And they make him destroy the restaurant.
Yeah.
That's gotta be rough.
Yeah, it's messed up.
Anyway, the ending is...
It's kind of how the ending happens, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then we cut back to Frank, who's just following Mark's trail of chaos all around London, cleaning up the shit, collecting evidence. You know what he does. And then he gets transferred to Jake Jolson's transfer. They're moving him from the local PD to a more secure location, or so I'm led to believe. They don't really talk about it, but Jake's getting moved, and Frank is on the case. He's not in the car, but he's following the car.
Mm-hmm.
So the cops think Mark did it. They think he murdered his wife and he kidnapped his own kid.
And now he's going around doing all kinds of shit.
Yeah. So Mark calls his buddy Liam and he's like, yo, you got to help me out here. You got to get me some info. Let me know what's going on, all this shit. And Liam comes around through the whole game.
Yeah, he doesn't want to help at first because it's whatever you're into is extremely public.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's like, you're fucking all over the news, dude. You killed your wife. He's like, no, I didn't. Trust me on this.
Oh, we forgot to mention that. Yeah, that like the media, as far as everyone knows, is that you killed your wife and
kidnapped
stole
your
your child.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's what they're saying happened.
Yeah. So now your mission from Charlie is to break his... Oh, no, it's his nephew, Jake. Okay, it wasn't his kid. Break his nephew, Jake, out of prison custody by ramming the transport off the road, killing the cops, and taking Jake. So you go and do that. And as you're doing that, you turn over Frank's car. Frank's upside down in the middle of the road, and he notices Mark, and he's like, okay, that's Mark. Because apparently him or the chief inspector, I don't remember which, one of them nabbed you for the bank robbery 5 years ago.
So they know who you are.
Yeah.
But then Jake's like, hey, go take me to my friends.
Yeah. He's like, fucking drive me around. My uncle told you to do that. So you bring Jake over to some gang members that he beats up and kills, and he makes you take the dead body and drop it off in Chinatown.
Yeah.
And everyone sees it. It's fucking super public. And I don't know if it causes the war or it intensifies the war.
Yeah, it escalates things.
Between the Yardies and the Triads.
Yeah, so he had a plan the whole time. Head Jolson,
Yeah.
the main bad guy, the guy ordering you around. He had a plan the whole time. But when I was watching this video and thinking about it, it sounded like, and I was kind of lured into the false sense that he was just had these like 10 very dangerous jobs he wanted to get done. And he's like, I don't want to send one of my guys. I'll just grab this asshole.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's a deeper plan involved, which did not go well.
Oh, we'll get to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder what it
Watch
is.
out.
Jumping ahead. Sorry.
All right. And then there's a scene here where Frank rescues two rookies that McCormick sent to a stakeout that they were not prepared for. And
Did they get like, I forget if they
get, like, tied up or
interrogated?
Yeah, they get
something.
tied.
Yeah.
They get this great stakeout stuff.
yeah.
And didn't we, I think we ended that thinking that the police chief set him up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Well, yeah. I think Frank's talking about it the whole time. He's like, he sent them there just to get fucked up. He didn't like them or they were on to his case or something. But now we get to where it's like, just do this last mission for me, go execute this and Chief Inspector McCormick inside the police station. And you're like, they're fucking sending me on these suicide missions, but I guess I got to do it because how the fuck else am I going to get my kid back,
Yeah, and I love the whole time he keeps succeeding and coming back, and they're like, oh, shit, okay, we didn't expect you
Yeah.
to, like, actually, we expected you to finish the job, but we didn't expect you to, like, come out, nevertheless alive, nevertheless not caught.
Right? This whole time it makes you think like the kid's already dead and they're just trying to get him fucking killed
Yeah,
too.
absolutely, right?
Yeah. But now he goes and kills the the chief inspector. And then we see Frank overhearing McCormick sending someone to whack Joe at the hospital. Joe Fielding, Frank's partner, who's at the hospital because he was shot earlier.
Mm.
Yes.
And that was because Joe and Frank are getting too close.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like Joe
To
might
McCormick.
know something. So yeah, take care of it. But then cut back and we're here killing fucking the chief inspector anyway. And Yasmin's there. She was arrested somehow. We don't even know. After she kidnapped the kid, she got arrested and she's in the fucking interrogation room.
Yeah, this happened the same day she took the kid, I guess.
Yeah, like how the kid's gone, but they still got her somehow.
Yeah.
And they don't even think she
don't
must
know.
have done something else. I don't know what it is. You end up talking to her and she's giving you information in exchange for her life.
Yeah, because you're supposed to kill her too.
Yeah. And Mark's like, okay, well, I'll save you if you help me get my kid back. And she's like, yeah, fucking deal, whatever. They sent me out to dry. They sent you to kill me. Fuck it. Who cares? So then we cut back to Frank talking with Joe at the hospital. And Joe tells you, he's like, I got this way to get Jolson on tax evasion, dude. Oh, you just got to find these files. And these files lead Frank to the warehouse where he finds this information.
You do play both. You play as both, right?
Yeah.
Like you go through sections of the
Yeah.
game. So you're constantly, I don't think, because it's an open world game.
Is it?
I thought so.
I don't know. I didn't really watch much gameplay, but yeah, it seemed like GTA missions kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this was the time. This is when Grand Theft Auto 3 had come out. Actually, wait. Grand Theft Auto 3 came out in the fall of 01.
Yeah, this is like a year after.
Oh, this is a year later. Yeah, this is when all the clones would have started coming out. Like Saints Row. No, Saints Row was a little bit
Yeah.
later. Anyway, sorry. Yeah.
Then you do all this shit and you're like, okay, well, where's my kid? He's like, no, we got something else for you to do. I need you to go fucking kidnap an exotic dancer named Layla from a club. And you're like, what? Fine. Oh, it's another fucking suicide mission. So you go there, you end up shooting up the club, accidentally kill Layla. And you're like, well, what the fuck are we going to do now? And Yasmin's like, well, I'll fucking just dress up like her.
Yeah, great plan. 'cause
They said she was a cowgirl, right?
And I don't
It's
see
like
how they thought this was going to work because he obviously knows.
Charlie knows who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He asked for her by name,
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. He said, get Layla, the cowgirl.
Yeah.
but this wasn't for any specific reason. I don't think, other than he wanted to get laid.
He wanted to
well, he's
talk
making
to
you
her.
do
He
more
might
shit.
have killed her or something. Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
But he's like, yeah, bring her here. So you dress up fucking Yasmin like Layla, and then she talks to Charlie on the phone.
I know.
She's like, oh, big guy, big Charlie.
Well, see, I could buy that part. She might have been able to trick him over the phone. That part I might be able to buy.
But she had.
But that
she'd
doesn't
have to know
explain
how she talked.
That's sure, but she's in
She could
that
have a
world.
Cockney accent.
Yeah,
How does
who
she
the
know?
fuck knows?
Who knows? You're right. You're right. No, you're right. But I'm just saying, I buy the fact that she could fool him over the phone. I don't buy the fact that she can just put on the clothes
And walk
show
in
up.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, like
exactly.
you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like I
Yes.
buy the fact that she could fake her way through a phone call, but not obviously in person because he asked for her by name and knows what she looks like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's so silly. But then you're like, okay, well, we'll do that. And then Charlie sends you on another fucking mission.
One more job, I promise.
One more. You just
Yeah, definitely. He'll just let you go then.
Yep.
Just let you go. That's what's going to happen.
I'll let you go. You can have your kid. Everything's fine. Just go steal some money from the yardies. So you get
But
there.
that's crazy. Why would he do that?
I don't know, because he wants money.
Well, no, didn't he have to get the money? So because he was like, you got to steal the money from the Yardies. And then Mark is like, you are out of your goddamn mind. There's no way I'm doing it. And then Jolson's like, I'll tell you what, I'll let you keep most of it. You're going to fucking need it to get out of town alive.
Yeah.
And he's like, damn it. You're probably right.
He's like, fine.
I'm going to need this money to run.
I'll do it. So you go there, you steal the money, and then you call Liam, and you're like, Liam, I have about $300,000. I'm going to need this when I get my kid back. So you hold on to it and wait for me to get back to you. And Liam's like, cool, yeah, we're homies. I'll do whatever the fuck you need, bro.
Yeah. And he does the whole, if I don't come back, he's like, yeah, I'll make sure your kid gets it. No worries.
Yeah, exactly. So then he goes and gets a fucking another bag, or the same bag, whatever, and just puts a fucking stray cat in it. And he goes to meet Charlie at the meeting spot, expecting to be fucking double crossed here.
Of course. Obviously, these are scumbags. Why wouldn't they?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he expects to be dead. I mean, they'd send him on these suicide missions all fucking
Yeah,
day.
he's apparently a day's worth of suicide missions.
Right. And he gets there, and it was a fucking double cross.
Of course.
Mark gets captured, and he's thrown in like a room with Yasmin, and they're both in there. Just
Yeah, because she obviously didn't fool him.
yeah, exactly. She gets thrown right in the fucking prison, and Charlie shows up, and he's as does any evil villain.
Mm-hmm. A nice speech here.
I'll tell you exactly my plan, idiots.
I want to I wish I could say it was like a throwback or a nod to that, but no, it just felt like that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, you thought it was like an homage, but no.
Yeah, like it was, oh, this is such a cliche now, right? We're going to do it and like wink at it so it's not lame.
Mm-hmm.
But no, they took this very seriously.
Yeah. He's like, well, the ultimate plan was to get all the gangs mad at fucking Mark, I guess.
Yeah.
So they all fight and they all come to this place to get Mark, and then I'll blow them the fuck up.
It's a fucking genius plan.
And I'll take over London like the old days.
10 out of 10, no notes.
We need to talk about this. There's no fucking way that would have ever worked, right?
No.
What, have 3 heads of 3 different gangs all come to a...
Yeah, you call him, hey, I got Mark. You want to come talk to him?
Yeah.
Go here.
Oh, a rival gang's telling me to go fucking meet somebody on a ship. Okay. Whatever, dude.
This is one of the worst plans we've had in any game, I think.
But like
Other than Secret
I
Service.
remember playing Mafia 3 and they went over this, which was fascinating. But they went over this whole plan that's like, if you want to take down a criminal organization, you can't just take down the guys at the top. If you take down the guys at the top, there's dudes that can just step in and, take over. They're like, when you want to take out an organization, you start at the bottom, you kill everybody till you get to the top, and there's nowhere for them to turn, which is a great way to present the game of Mafia 3. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you just had the heads of every gang together and it blew up, everyone would just find new leadership and continue running whatever they're running.
Yeah, there'd be
it's
so
not
many...
taking out the whole organization.
So many eager... It might be even more gangs of, like, just schisms of fucking eager people trying to... Yeah, it's stupid.
But, like, gangs these days, they don't want to fucking do public explosions. It just brings attention to their crimes. You know what I mean? They don't want to, like, leave other gang member bodies in the streets. Like, then it stops them from making money. It stops all of them from making money.
Yeah, but this looks like Mark did it because he did all these things in the same day.
Yeah, I know, still, but it's even dumber. That somehow makes the plan dumber.
All right. Well, anyway.
Go meet me on the ship in the middle of the harbor.
So Frank here overhears the whole plan to blow up the ship and everything. He shows up.
Because he snuck into the place.
He's there. I guess he followed Mark there or somehow knew Mark was there. I don't know. I don't remember how he got there. It's not important.
Nope.
But he shows up and he's like, hey, Mark, Yasmin, why don't you guys help me out and I'll get you out of here. Here's a gun. You can trust me. Because, I didn't say this, but Frank gets booted from the force before the inspector dies. He
didn't like kick him off. He suspended him.
Yeah.
So he's like, you're off the case. You're not working. Go home. But I love how Frank the whole game's like, no, this whole thing fucking stinks. And I'm gonna go figure it out. That's his attitude the whole game, which I love. I love that.
He's like, I'm gonna fucking get this. You'll see, Joe. But anyway, well, he has all the information he needs to put him away now. I think Frank does. So he goes save him. Like, they don't have a choice. They're either like, okay, we either work with you or we die in this fucking room. And Yasmin's the whole time, she's like, I don't fucking dig. No, he's going to fuck us, dude. He's a piece of shit. He's just as bad as Charlie.
Yeah, but you're stuck in here now, so.
Yeah. So they're like, all right, well, I want my fucking kid back, Yasmin. Do what you want. You can stay in this room. I don't care. We're going with him. So then Frank tells Mark he saw his kid loaded on the Sol Vita, which is the name of the boat.
Apparently they're going to blow the kid up too.
Yeah.
Like, why?
It makes me feel like Frank was in on it here when he's like, I saw your kid get loaded on that boat where all the fucking gang members are going.
Yeah, but
he's not. He's obviously not.
I mean, Mark was going there. They were going to bring him there anyway, right? I assume if you're going to blow up everybody else, you're going to blow up Mark.
It was either, I don't know.
I don't know because he wasn't supposed to survive. And like, really, those missions were presented to us like they were all suicide missions. And there is even another moment in the game where they're like, holy shit, you're still here?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll give you more stuff to do. So it's really weird that he had this plan all along.
He was just going to blow the kid up with the rest of the gangs, I guess.
Or whatever, just maybe that he didn't get a chance to piss off all the gangs. He just pissed off most. So he'd be like, whatever, I got some of them. We'll kill them. I don't know. This is so weird. This is such a weird plan that has way too many inconsistencies.
Right. Well, anyway, Frank tells he saw Charlie going on the boat with the kid. He's going to blow it all to hell. So you go to the boat, save Alex, your kid, and Charlie, all these gang members, everybody's there. Mark, Frank, Yasmin, Charlie, 4 different gangs. And they're all talking, getting a little heated. Mm-hmm. I think Mark tells everybody about what the plan was. He's like, look, he kidnapped my kid. I had to do what he said. I have nothing against you guys. I was out of the game. You all know this, but I had to do what I had to do to save my kid.
I believe him, yo.
Yeah. I don't know why.
But I believe him.
This is it's a little too far for me.
Yeah. And then, well, I think his gang that he's with are the first ones to believe him. And they're like, yeah, I would have done the same to save my kid. So go ahead.
Yeah.
We'll let you go.
They kind of let him go. There we go.
And
but I can't believe they all let him. Like, he killed a lot of their bros.
Yeah,
and
but
then
he had to
just be like, I know.
You know?
I'm not saying it makes sense narratively. I just don't think they would have been that, or they would have been like, all right, no, we understand. We'll kill you quickly then.
I'll be like, I'll kill you.
Still have to die.
Yeah. I'll have to kill you. I'll raise your kid fine.
Yeah, we'll make sure your kid gets that money. It's fine. But you're not going to live now. Like, you've killed too many of them. That was the part that I was a little...
Yeah, but they're like, okay, go. Get the fuck out of town. Do not show your face in London ever again.
Yeah.
He's getting off kind of light.
Yeah. So they're like, okay, Yasmin, Alex, Mark, let's get the fuck out of here. So they start leaving. And then
they kind of
Frank's
just walk away.
there, and they won't let Frank go because he's a cop, and they hate him.
Oh, yeah. They're like... And he's like, what about the cop? And they're like, what the fuck, dude? You're already halfway out the door, and you're going to turn around and be like, what about this guy? That's kind of I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah, they keep calling him like a piece of shit or something. They're like, this
the
fucking
filth.
scumbag.
They keep the filth is the term they keep using.
Yeah.
Like, you can't believe me, he's the filth. I guess it's just a term for cops. Like, we use pigs.
Yeah. They're like, we can't let him go. So then they're like, okay, well, we're leaving.
And
anyway.
Frank's like, all right, I guess I'm stuck here.
Yeah. So then Charlie's there. He's talking his way into a deeper hole the whole fucking time.
It's racist uncle's rant that he goes on,
It
basically.
was terrible. Just shut your fucking mouth.
Dude,
Why
it
are
was
you
bad.
even there, Charlie?
It was bad.
He clicks the plunger, sets the timer off, detonating the bomb the whole time. And then Frank somehow, barely, only person who jumps from the ship with the explosion behind him, you know, classic.
He kind of like snuck away.
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
like,
they all
holy-
started firing, and he's like, whoop, and he snuck out.
Yeah, real shady shit. But then he jumps off the ship. Frank survives. Mark, Yasmin, Alex, they all survive. I assume Mark, Yasmin, and Alex have a fucking great life after this with $300,000 and never being allowed in London again.
Well, I mean, all the people that restricted him from going in London are dead.
And I guess Frank can clear his name, even though he did murder people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they were like criminals. They don't count as people.
Yeah, you're right.
It was like not a real person.
They just like don't matter.
Yeah, but
What do you mean they don't matter? Like the police
No
were
one
just
died,
like,
just
this
the
is
criminals.
this is fine.
The police said it was fine. But then, yeah.
I got you. I pick it up what you're putting down.
Okay, thank you. But then, that's the end of the game with fucking Frank jumping off the ship and surviving. There it is.
All right, so let's go ahead and move into our favorite segment of every week, Final Thoughts.
Ooh.
I started last time. How about you, Dr. Syintist? You want to
Okay.
get this started.
Whoa, hey, what? Are we
can-
still doing this bit?
Yeah, of course we are.
Okay.
The fans said it was awesome.
Yeah, the poll was a resounding success. And way more than 25 or 26 people, which is the number of fucking losers who tried to get me to buy the Smell-O-Vision, and they couldn't even get to 100.
You fucking liar. You have it.
Embarrassing.
I know, he's gonna buy it.
Embarrassing.
Is that what that thing is I see on your desk?
What? No. Anyway, fucking Dr. Syintist. Did watching this video make you want to play this Mafia game? Did the story work for you, or did you think it's just a copy of The Sopranos and
The Shield.
lame? What score out of 27 stars you think you'd blast out of your shame center? I don't know. I have nothing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize to the
fine.
fans. Not about the Smell-O-Vision part, but I apologize for those questions.
It's cool. He has to
That
do
was-
another one later.
Terrible. Do I want to play it? No. I really can't think of a reason why I would.
Fair.
Did the story work for me? I thought it was at least tolerable when I thought it was a week-long thing.
Okay.
Because you get knocked out like 4 times in this.
Dude, you're only knocked out for an hour at the max.
But I don't think people can get normally knocked out 4 times in a day.
I want to just point this out. It's not just the whole day. The sun was up the whole time.
Yeah. There
Yeah,
was.
so it was
It never changes. It's probably like 3 hours.
Oh man, I just it doesn't make sense how much time it takes just to get to one place to another. And you go to like 30 locations blowing them up or killing the people
and
there.
spending time shooting people.
Not to mention Joe's bullet was taken out. He was healing already.
Yeah. He was
Yeah,
already
he
on
was-
the mend.
He was he was under anesthesia for surgery and woke up and was fine and talked to you.
Yeah, without he was like eating his Jello.
Yeah, he
I didn't
recovered enough
think of
to
that
not
shit.
need it too. Yeah, that part didn't really.
These are reasons I thought it was for like a week.
That makes sense.
I don't know. You're right. Like, I don't think you're wrong. That's a very sane conclusion. But still.
And his plan is just,
Genius.
it's like Austin Powers bad guy level genius.
It is.
I also thought it was. Oh, no, go ahead. I'll get it to
I
you.
mean,
Never mind.
it's. I was going to give it more, but once I found out it was in a day, I'm taking points away. I'm going to definitely rank it higher than The Shield and The Sopranos, but not much. I'm going to give it 3 stars.
3. Okay. Okay.
Okay, 3. Oof.
That's fair.
I originally had 5 written down, but that one day thing really.
That really rubbed you the wrong way,
Yeah,
huh? All right. Well,
Man.
I'll kick it over to Scotchy with a couple questions.
Oh, yeah, sure.
All right. Did watching this video make you want to get away?
Okay,
You
perfect.
got to go for the brevity, Poppascotch.
I know. You're right. I try to do too much.
Was the story pretty shitty or was it just the perfect way?
Oh, I thought you were going to say okay.
Oh, that would have made sense. Well, why are you doing these scientists?
Yeah,
dumb, and I don't think we
it's
should
easy
do
to
them.
criticize.
And that was 27 stars. How many would you give a roll in the hay? That's a thing people say.
Yeah.
That rhymes too.
What a day.
I just may.
All right. If watching this video make me want to play it. I thought, no, not really, but it kind of just reminded me of like Grand Theft Auto 3, but in London. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
vibe I
yeah.
got from it. I don't even know if it's an open world game. I should probably check that.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But did it make me want to play this? No, not really. And the only other open world game I can think of that took place in London was Watch Dogs 3, and it was bad.
Didn't we have, did we do another one in London? Never mind.
I was going to say
Anyway,
the Saboteur was.
That's what I was thinking, but that was France.
Yeah, you're right.
But I like how it's, I like the idea of a British gangster movie. It's like, or a British gangster story. It's kind of like playing a Guy Ritchie movie. Like, that's kind of fun. But at the same time, yeah, there's so many holes. So, I don't know. Did watching the video make me want to play it? No. Did the story work? Lots of holes. I like the idea of stealing his child to make him do wild shit, but it didn't make sense that so much happened in the one day, like you said. The plan was terrible. I don't understand how, when that reveal happened, and this is kind of what I was going to get to, but when the big reveal happened in the boat and all the gangs were there, and so was Jolson, he was right next to a door.
Yeah.
There was no plan B. Like, you couldn't have had your bros like in the ship sealing all the doors and you just leave.
Why were
You know what I mean?
Like,
Like,
you didn't even need to go.
Why were you on the boat?
yeah, you could have just told them to go to the boat. They all get there. Like, I guess we're waiting for the big bam. That's it.
Yeah.
But no, the complete lack of a backup plan that had a main plan that was so convoluted and have so many variables that could have went wrong just through this whole thing. It was just dumb. So that kind of made me mad. So what score would I give it out of 27 stars? I think there was a real attempt here. I have to give it better than I gave The Shield the game. Like, it has to be. But I think it's right there. I'm going to give it a 5.
Yeah, that's fair.
There was a story and there was a real attempt, and I liked how they had the two stories that complemented each other and they kind of overlapped at a point. I kind of liked that they were trying something there. So whatever, I'll give it a 5.
All right.
What about you? Man of the hour, Sir Chump Slap.
Yeah, I'll answer the questions. You don't even have to ask them if you don't want.
No, I'm going to ask him. Did watching this video make you want to shoot up London?
Ooh.
Did the story work for you, or do you think it was a big blundin? What score out of 27 stars you think you'd be done?
Funyun.
Great questions. No, I didn't feel like playing this. Was it third person shooter? I think. Yeah. I'm
Grand
not.
Theft Auto. Just assume
Yeah,
like
not
that.
a big fan of third person shooters. Did the story work? I mean, basic story. Yeah. All right. The beginning of the basic story where your kid's kidnapped, your wife's killed, and you have to do shit to get your kid back. I understand that. That's fine. That part was great. How it all happened in a day, that adds a little insanity to it that I kind of dug.
It reminds me of Kate, which I just watched.
Yeah, or Guns
that
Akimbo, which I
24-hour
brought
urgency.
up earlier.
Yeah. Or, there's more of these.
Even John Wick is in a short period of time.
Yeah, it's only in a few days. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was okay. I mean, the whole plan of Jolson, like how his nephew was fucking arrested that morning and was already being transported and broken out of the transport. Like,
Yeah, that's exactly correct.
like get the fuck out of here. You took it a little too far there. That stepped over the line. So, no, the story was fucking wild and silly, which I like, but stupid as hell. So, out of 27 stars, I'm going to give it the Die Hard 5.
Oh.
The total. I'm going to give it a good 5.
Okay. Well, that gives us a final score of 13.
Oh, that would have been a perfect 5 if I would have known about the day thing ahead of time.
Yeah.
That was a whole, because you originally had a 5. That was a
Yeah,
whole,
it's a bummer.
that's not great. We have to go all the way back to Choo Choo Charles.
Yeah, it's about the same thing.
Yeah.
It's wild, insane, doesn't make any
They're
sense.
just as believable as each other.
Yep.
And then before that, coincidentally, the game 13, we gave a 13 to.
That was probably the best of the 3, but yeah.
If we had to go head to head.
Well,
But-
if it was like a 13.2, you know what I mean?
yeah, of course, because the system rounded
Yeah.
to the nearest integer.
Exactly.
Correct.
You get it.
It's perfect. Absolutely. All right. It's a Grand Theft Auto clone that took place in London. Sure, it was fine. Got nothing else to say about it.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and move into our cooldown topic. How does that sound?
Okay. I got like a weak one, but
It's good enough.
you guys like cereal?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
What are your favorite cereals?
Frosted Mini Wheats.
Really?
Yeah. Love Frosted Mini
I
Wheats.
did not. You did not strike me as a frosted mini wheat.
What about it? Didn't you think I was...
No, I just that's interesting.
What is a Frosted Mini Wheat guy?
I don't know. I never thought of it. That's why.
I'm also a fan of Frosted Mini Wheats. I don't get them too often, but I do like them.
I don't usually eat breakfast, but
Yeah.
if I do eat cereal, it's going to be Frosted Mini Wheats. Or Life.
Oh, Cinnamon Life.
Yep.
Fucking amazing.
Man, there's so many cereals are a trigger for me. It's a problem, so I don't really buy them.
Yeah, if I buy them, I wouldn't eat them fast enough.
I buy
No,
Grape
I
Nuts.
buy them and they're gone that day. Like I just had cereal for 4 meals in a row. That's how I live my life.
Yeah, I have eaten them for dinner before.
I mean, I'm a big fan of Corn Pops. I love them.
Oh yeah.
Big fan.
Okay.
And probably Cocoa Pebbles.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Those are probably my two.
Reese's peanut butter one kicks aren't bad.
I was gonna say peanut butter Captain Crunch is the shit too.
I stopped it too, guys. I could name 50 more cereals I love.
Well, my
But
favorite
I think those are my
fucking
go-tos.
Grape Nuts, dude. I'm
Yeah,
like,
what's your absolute favorite Poppascotch?
you guys ever have Grape Nuts?
Yeah, they're okay.
Shit's weird, man.
I don't remember. I don't think I've had Grape Nuts, but I think my favorite, like if one cereal for the rest of my life that is somewhat realistic,
Yeah.
Raisin Bran Crunch.
Ooh, that's good too.
Yeah,
Those
with the
are
fucking
fucking
nut
great.
clusters and shit. Oh
Yeah, I mean, you know they load it with sugar and they
Oh,
pretend
yeah.
that
Oh,
it's
dude,
healthy, but
Frosted
it's
Mini
so
Wheats.
good.
What the fuck? It's half sugar.
But you ever have not? I was getting to this, but did you ever not have the mini wheat? Did you ever have the regular size frosted
Yeah.
wheat?
You put like
They're
two in a
fucking
bowl.
weird. I'm like, there's too much grain. I don't like this.
I accidentally bought it when I thought I was buying Mini Wheats once or twice.
Yeah,
ever
it's
tried
so
the-
weird.
You ever try the flavored mini wheats, like the strawberry ones?
I don't like them as much.
I just never tried them. I knew they used to have ones with like maple something inside.
I also like when I eat them, I try and not look at it, so I don't know if I'm getting the sugar
The
side
sugar
down or
side. That, yeah, I like
Nice.
that.
I do like them to soak in that milk for a while.
Oh yeah, you gotta let them. I also fill the bowl too much, and then I have to use like half a gallon of milk to try and cover it all.
Oh yeah, because it soaks up so much.
yeah.
I hear you. I know all about.
They're
frosted
pretty
mini
like
problems.
not dense too. Like
Yeah, that's crazy.
There's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of air in there, huh?
yeah,
The most dense cereal, Grape Nuts,
yeah, probably.
by far.
Yeah.
It's like 6
Raisin Bran's
pounds
not
for a
far
fucking
behind.
box.
What were those? I remember having them growing up, but what were those things that were like square oat things with like a hole in the middle?
Kind of like
It was like granola, but it was hard.
like honey nut. Oh, what the fuck were they called?
Like
bunches
oat?
of bunches
Bunches
of
of oats,
Yeah, I think so.
honey bunches of oats.
I think so. I think that's what you're thinking of.
I'm
When I was a
looking it
kid,
up
I
right
used to
now.
like who's the one with Dig'em?
No, it's not those.
Apple
Smack,
Jack.
smack,
Smacks. Sugar Smacks.
sugar smacks. I used to
No,
like-
Sugar Smacks. Isn't that the who's Dig'em?
he's a
the
frog.
frog.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Sugar Bear,
Okay.
who was like the puffed rice with honey on it.
I
or
used to like them
something.
too.
Yeah, that
I
was
can't
good.
even-
Oh,
know.
it was called Cracklin' Oat Bran.
Oh yeah.
Oh
crackling.
yeah.
They
stuff was
still
good.
make it.
There's that one Family Guy where they have Peter erects like a statue to dig them, and then the guy comes like, "It's dig them."
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, I never liked those. They were too like, weren't they rice based or they were
Puffed rice,
different?
Yeah.
they
As a
were
kid,
not
I liked
like.
them. I won't eat them now.
I mean, I still love a good Cheerios, man.
Yeah, Cheerios.
Oh yeah, Honey Nut too. Get that out of here. I'll still eat Honey Nut Cheerios.
as long as I
day
can
of the
put
week.
like bananas or something in them.
Yeah, or regular Rice Krispies even.
I
Yo,
don't think
guy
I can eat
these
regular
days.
Rice Krispies.
I got another quick one here.
All right.
Okay.
If you guys find a hair in your food at a restaurant, do you just pull the hair out and eat it, or you send it back?
I don't eat the hair. Why would I eat the hair?
You know what I mean.
I usually just let it go. I
Right.
can't tell if it's mine or not. So,
I don't think I have the guts to send anything back.
Thank you. All right.
well, I wouldn't send it back.
I don't know if I would continue eating it.
No, not
But I
eat the
wouldn't
hair.
send it
I'll
back.
pull the hair out and eat the rest of the food. I don't give a shit. It's fucking a piece of hair. What's
It
on
depends.
it?
Probably I'd.
It's not like an ass hair.
If it's a hair that I can reasonably think is mine, I just kind of push it away and ignore it.
Yeah, me too. I think that's
There's
that's
people
right.
who send food back. I work in a restaurant, and it's
Yeah, it
like
could be an
there's,
eyelash
there's
for all
hair
I
in
know.
it, and I'm like, I don't have hair.
That's what I mean. Like,
I don't know where it came from, but it wasn't me.
it could be an eyelash. It could be like a nose hair that fell out of my thing or something. And
Yeah, I don't know. It just never bothered me. It's a piece
I
of
don't
fucking hair. Who cares?
Run into it very often.
no.
No, me neither. But if I did,
When I do run into it, it could be like an eyelash or something.
yeah.
It's never like a long curly hair or something
Yeah,
like
as
that.
long as it's not like a pube or something. Like a chunk of
I don't have the guts to send anything back. Like I can get the completely wrong thing. And usually if they put that down, I'll immediately go, actually, I ordered the XYZ. And usually it's like, oh, fuck, wrong table.
I'll be
Sorry.
like, but don't worry about it.
Yeah.
If
If
they
it's
do.
like close enough, if I like order a turkey burger and they give me a regular hamburger, I'll be like, yeah, it's fine. Like,
yeah.
I'll,
As long as it's not like salmon or something. Like I wasn't in the mood for salmon.
yeah, exactly. Like if I like order a hamburger and they bring a plate of sushi, I'll be like, wait, what happened here?
I love sushi, but it's not what I was in the mood for.
Yeah. I mean, if it's like way off, I'll be like, wait, I didn't. Or if I don't get something I did order, then I'll be like, hey, what happened?
That's
to
different. Yeah, you're not sending it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think I've ever in my life sent something back, even if it was something I tried and hated.
Yeah, it blows my mind that people send shit back.
Yeah. I can't imagine ever sending anything back unless there was like shit on it.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
Like, is that a fucking rat turd on my omelet? You might want to send that back. You might want to just leave.
if I saw like a rat turd on it, I think I would just go.
Yeah, I just leave. I'd be like, I ain't paying for this.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, there's definitely a line like where it's not sanitary, or if like a waitress just fucking thumbed the mashed potatoes on the side of the plate. I'd probably be like, I'll eat around it.
I'd probably
eat
care.
around it.
Yeah.
It's like your fingers are probably clean enough. I mean, I've eaten worse, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't have the guts to send it back. I don't think that's the way to go.
All right.
All right. So
I've seen people do it, and I'm like, oh shit.
dude, people annoy the shit out of me when they do.
Yeah. Did you ever see the movie Waiting when they send it back and they fucking.
I want it well done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't do anything to the fucking French toast, and they just send it back. Like,
Yeah. That's fucking annoying. Anyway. Well, that's it.
All right. Well, if you out there have some opinions on whether you'd send food back or where exactly that line is, and you have a lot to say about it, where would they send that email to, Sir Chump Slap?
Well, send that to me at plottytime@gmail.com and I'll read, I'll respond, I'll tell you why it's fucking dumb to send something back.
Hell yeah, he will. And if they want to get to us faster on the socials with, I don't know, pictures of stuff they might have sent back, where would they do that, Dr. Scientist?
At Plotty Time on Instagram or Threads, or stop by the subreddit and start another sexy breakfast post and tell us your cereals.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
I'd like to
you
know
can
these
also
guys' cereals.
you can also head over to YouTube, like and subscribe there. It really helps us out. And you can also go to our official store, plottytime.com, which redirects to our eBay store, which is legit where you can buy stuff.
Have the
But
wheat
anyway,
skin yet?
that any day now. That does it for us. So as always, shout out to Blaine JJ, Drago the Sloggo, Gamers Little Playground, I am Panex, and Luis Guzman. Don't trust Dr. Scientist, and we'll talk to you next time. Peace.
Peace.